Yo, what's going on YouTube? Last weekend I was fortunate enough to go to Anime Japan and play Hinokami Chronicles 2 early. With that, I was able to get a look at all the new mechanics and changes to the old ones as well, and in this video I'll be going over all of them. Alright, so for the first new feature, each character in DS2 is going to have 2 ultimates, even the new ones. So the reason we know that the new characters is going to have 2 ultimates is because at the demo, there was actually a different ult for Gyomei and Tanjiro than the ones that was in their trailers, and now whenever you're on the select screen, it'll tell you whichever ultimate you're using. And for the old characters like Nezuko, at the demo in Jump Festa, you were able to choose between the 2 ultimates, the new and the old one. Another new thing with ultimates in DS2 is team ults. At the demo, I was able to see that there is a team ult for Swordsmith Village Tanjiro and Rengoku and Tengen, Muichiro and Mitsuri, Sanemi and Obanai, Tanjiro and Nezuko, Gyutaro and Daki, and we also know that there's going to be one with Gyomei and Genya from some character art that the official Kimetsu game posted on their Twitter. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get footage of the team ult with Rengoku and Tengen, or the one with Rengoku and Tanjiro, but I did get footage for all the other ones if y'all want to check those videos out. Another thing with the team ults is that in order to use them, you have to be at level 2. So if you use an ult at level 1, then you won't get the team ult, you'll just get the regular solo ultimate. But if you use it at level 2 and you have the character link between the characters, then you'll get the team ult. For the next mechanic, we have the replacement combo, which is performed by pressing guard and switch at the same time and only consumes half of your assist. The interesting thing about this mechanic is that it restores half the combo timer, and unlike switching, it'll leave you in the exact position your previous character was, even in the air. The next change is the combo freedom. Now whenever you do certain skills in the air, you can go into air light attacks after, and this can even be looped multiple times. It's a bit similar to Makomo's combo freedom in the first game. Personally, I really like this change as it'll allow for more combos and routes that weren't possible before. Next up, we have heavy attacks. There's a lot to go over with this. For starters, now heavies will slowly drain up to 1 bar as you charge them, and the more you charge it, the farther it'll go. Another change with the heavies is that they start yellow combos now, but if you hit a fully charged heavy, then it'll only start a red combo. Also, if you haven't noticed by now, the heavies charge significantly faster than they did in the first game, and if you break somebody's guard with the heavy, the stun from the guard break isn't nearly as long as it was in the first game. There's even more changes to them, but with the other ones, I'm not sure exactly how they work. There were a few times when I played where the heavy would get cancelled by skills, so I think now you can only take a certain amount of hits during your heavy attack or it'll break. I just realized as I was editing this video that I forgot to mention this, but the new input for the heavy attack is block and circle. So it looks like they wanted to remove the tilt input and just change it to the buttons. For the next change, boosting now breaks armor. In the first game, armored attacks could go through boosts, but now you get knocked away like normal. I wasn't able to get a clip of the new effect myself, but here's a look at what it looks like in the Muichiro character trailer. Another change with the boost is that it no longer knocks back the opponent during combos like before. I didn't notice the change until reviewing the footage, but it looks like you'll be able to do more boost combos now. I think this is a great change as it'll allow for even more unique combos and setups with being able to boost during the combo. For the next change, I'm going to be going over switch tech. In DS1, you were able to switch out of a parry even if you whiffed it, but I tested it myself and now you're no longer able to do this. Another change that switch tech got was the removal of invul frames. I'm not 100% sure if they were completely removed or just a few, but there were multiple occasions where I would switch and didn't have them. Also, now if you want to switch characters without spending half of your assist meter, you can stand still to get a free switch, but if you do an action before the switch, then it'll still cost half a bar. Parries now start a yellow combo in DS2. Another change to parry attacks is that you can actually cancel light attacks into parries, but if you do this, then it'll cost a bar. Next change, I'm going to be going over cancels. All of the new characters I tested can't cancel their tilt skills on block or whiff, but only into other skills. And it seems this change also applies to old characters I tested like Tengen and Daki, so I think it's a universal change for tilt skills. You can still cancel the tilt skills when you land them, and now when you land them you get a free cancel. For the next change, I'm going to be going over push block. When you hit someone with push block now, it seems like there's a delay before you can do certain actions like heavy, parry, and push block lunge. I could be wrong about this, but I used the push block lunge mechanic a lot in the first game, and it does seem like there's some sort of change surrounding it. The last change I'll be going over is ultimate recovery. I actually just noticed this while editing, but Muichido's ult recovery is significantly shorter than any character in the first game. I doubt this is a specific trait for Muichido's ult, considering all the ult recoveries in the first game were relatively close in time. That's it for all the changes I was able to notice. Personally, I think all of them are pretty good and will shake things up in DS2 while still keeping the core mechanics that people enjoy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.